Good morning. Welcome to this company. I need to ask you, do you speak English? Good morning. Thank you so much, and yeah, I speak English. I know it is important for this job. Excellent. And of course, the English language is an essential requirement to apply for this job position. Because we have to make different calls to English-speaking countries. I suppose you know that. Yes, sir. What's more, they already gave me headphones for the second part of the interview. That's great. But we will see that later. First, you need to pass this first interview. I am Mr. Morgan and I am the head of the Human Relations and Hiring Office. I will be in charge of your interview. It's a pleasure, Mr. Morgan. My name is Mr. Peterson. I'm happy to be here. Nice to meet you, Peterson. Well, let's start. Tell me about yourself. Well, my name is Mr. Peterson and I was born in this city. I am 27 years old. I studied at St. Patrick Elementary School and George F. High School. I graduated in 2012. I have some background in data analysis, having studied information systems at the college. Unfortunately, I could not finish my studies due to lack of money. But I have learned a lot. Thanks to that, I could get a job in a very important company. Tech World Company. There, I worked for more than 4 years and I learned a lot about technology. That's why I think I can fit perfectly for this job. Because I know a lot about technological products. Alright, tell me, how did you hear about this position? I am always looking for opportunities to improve. I learned a lot in World Tech and it's time to move on. My boss was the one who recommended me to apply to this job. He told me to apply. Why did he do that? Didn't he want you to continue working in that company or what? No, he was satisfied with my performance. I had talked to him before. He knew I was looking for another job. I am always honest with people. I told him I wanted to go for something better and he understood. During the time I was working in that company, we became friends and he wanted me to grow professionally. That's why he recommended me to apply to this job. Because he thought I was perfect for it. That's a very interesting story. Honestly, why did you decide to apply for this position? First, I'm very passionate about technology. I really love to investigate about it. Also, I've been following your company for the past few years, and I love how you're changing the industry. So when my boss told me there was a vacancy for this job, I didn't hesitate for a minute. That's great. Now, I need to know. What are your biggest strengths? My biggest strength is that I'm good at picking up new skills. I've worked a variety of different odd jobs. When I was younger, things like working as a waiter, housekeeper, cook, and a lot more. As you've probably seen on my resume. For most of those jobs, I ended up picking up all the needed skills within 1 or 2 weeks, with basically no previous experience. So, I'm pretty sure while I don't have any experience as a telephone operator, I have the right knowledge. Another big strength I think I have is that I'm very efficient at working under pressure. No matter the crisis or stress, I can make the right decisions on the spot. You can ask my previous boss about that and he will agree with it. For sure. Let me tell you about one event we were organizing in my last job. I was in charge of a conference. In charge of organizing a conference about technology for our clients. There were a ton of last-minute hiccups. Some speakers canceled that day. And the catering company said they'd be late for the lunch break. On top of that, we were understaffed because 2 of our volunteer organizers got sick and couldn't show up. At that point, things looked so bleak that we were considering canceling the event or postponing it. Instead, I took the initiative in my hands and sorted through the problems one by one. Interesting. It is also important to know. What is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness has always been my communication skills. I've been pretty shy and anxious as a kid. Over the years, however, I've been really working on the issue. At this stage, I'm much better than I've ever been. That's why I'm very excited about this job. Because I am going to put into practice many skills that I have perfected throughout my life. Of course, I'm still far from perfect. But I try to learn something new every day and also improve at many aspects of my life. Alright, it is important to know. What are your salary requirements? What I request is a salary in line with the labor market in this industry, $20,000 annually. Of course we can negotiate that amount. It will also depend on the extra benefits. I can see you have investigated very well. Because that's basically what we pay. Mr. Peterson, why do you think we should hire you? Tell me. Well, as a start, I have all the skills and work experience required for the job. Not exactly at this job position, but I have a lot of experience with technological products. So I'll be able to pick up all the product specifics much faster than the other candidates. We hope so. You did great. You have big chances to get this job. I will recommend you to pass the next interview. By the way, your English is very good. Thank you, sir. I have been practicing a lot for this interview.
Dear listeners, I hope you like this conversation. If you cool and improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with friends. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the super thank button. Thanks.